Hey guys, Thomas and Friends 47 here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Fisher-Price Trackmaster Shooting Star Gordon. Now, the Shooting Star Gordon is a pretty cool engine, and it's one that caught my attention when the first pictures came out, and it's just something like you're like, well, that's pretty awesome. So we're going to take a look and see if it's worth the $14.97 that they're asking for it. Also, I got this at my local Walmart. If any of you guys are looking for these, I believe they're at Target now as well. Some Toys R Us stores have them. So let's just get into the engine. We'll give an overview. We'll do a first run, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on the engine. So at first glance, it looks really cool. It has a little bit of a shininess to it, has these stripes going down, it has the shooting star, of course, Gordon's emblem, excuse me. And then we look back here, we have the tender with the slope on it, which I believe is new for the Trackmaster line. Something I wasn't expecting. It's a little footstep. Cool detail. Cool detail. Can't talk today. We also have the bumpers, which of course are unpainted. We've come to expect that now. I'll paint them eventually. And then we have this little car back here, which is basically, it has a tooth gear on one of the wheels. You can see it there, and so as it moves along, these flags move along, which you'll see more when it runs, but like, you can see there. I was surprised by the motion because they actually move in a realistic motion. But let's take a look at the front of the engine now. So here's a front view of the engine, and I just want to point out some awesome things. Number one, this Gordon face. This is probably, for most collectors, the only reason they're going to buy this engine is for this Gordon face, because you can take that face. Now, it takes a lot of work. Please, kids, ask parents permission first before, doing any customization work on your Trackmaster engines. But you could take this face and put it on a regular Gordon to make him have a different facial expression. You also have this white lamp detail, this here, which I believe is where the funnel is supposed to be, so the steam would come out. These stairs, which are actually grooved, I love that. This is cool, the red stripe. I mean, it was pretty detailed. For a Trackmaster 2 engine, it's pretty detailed. One thing that really surprised me is, I know I keep going back inside, but they actually paint these. They don't do that. Not often, anyway. So, to do that, I mean, it does show that they tried a little bit harder on this engine. There is one disappointing thing that I didn't point out just a few seconds ago. This metal stripe looks as if it's metallic, but that glare that you're seeing, those white spots, are painted. So you don't get that shininess that you expect, like in the movie. But then we move on to the tender, and it's just basically rounded edge of plastic. This one has more of a metallic sheen on it that you can see there that Gordon doesn't really have. He has more of a duller plastic. It's there a little bit. Well, I take that back. It does have a little bit more of a shine than I thought. They also painted the handrails on it. Pretty neat. Now let's look at the troublesome truck that comes with this. I'm just going to show the front view of this truck because we've already shown the side view, but it's basically not my favorite thing. The buffers there is mostly what I wanted to show you guys. I don't like the buffers too much, but what you gonna do? And finally, I just want to show the back of Gordon and the tender. Again, unpainted buffers, coal load, nothing much. Alright, so before we go into a first run of the Shooting Star Gordon, I just want to say a few things about this engine. First off, the day that I got it, I put batteries in it, turned the switch on, and it did not run. So I had to turn the switch on and I had to force the gears to move, and that let the engine start running. But this model of Shooting Star Gordon that I have is not a good runner. It doesn't sound right, and you'll be able to tell in this first run video, it's very jerky in the motion. And I'm thinking of changing it out with another wheel set from another Gordon or Thomas because the wheels are the same. Just be warned. Now, that may not be all Shooting Star Gordons, but just make sure that you test yours first. You may want to take it back to the store if yours is not operating properly. So with that being said, let's go ahead and give a first run. Shooting Star Gordon, let's go. It also gets stuck on switches like you saw back there. Don't get stuck at the crossing, don't get stuck at the crossing. Yes! Alright, and I know that we keep going back to the truck, but I just wanted to show this, as I forgot to a few minutes ago. This is removable, and it just sits up there, and you pop it into place, and, well, pop it into place, and then as the wheels move, these little flags will go back and forth. Alright, so let's give an overview of this Trackmaster 2 engine. Goods and bads. Let's start out with the good. The good, it's a pretty accurate representation of what we see in the movie, Shooting Star Gordon. The face looks just like the CGI face Gordon. The truck, I don't understand, because that was not in the movie. But it is a pretty cool feature to have, and something that we didn't have in Trackmaster before, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to customize that truck into something awesome, like an operating boom car. I mean, you could have an accessory where there's like a crane here, something off the track, and then as it turns around, just like pick up the parcel. I mean, it would be awesome. So that's good for customization reasons, but again, don't really understand why it came with Shooting Star Gordon. Like, I would have loved, I don't know, a coach, something. But again, it's understandable why it came with this, because it is racing, but I don't know. It feels weird to me. The bad about this engine, like I said, it's a bad runner. It was running a little bit better today, but the batteries in there are brand new. And you saw on that hill incline that we just, like, it went up, it started to slow down a bit, and it shouldn't have. Like, it should have easily took that hill. But I think it's just this motor set, probably not all. The other thing that I don't like about it is the unpainted buffers, and the tender looks a little bit squished into me, which is just a little bit bigger, but that's, again, with all Trackmaster engines. But I want to thank you guys for choosing this video. Tell me your thoughts about this awesome engine, and let me know in the comments below if you like this one, or you're hoping like me, Playrail makes a version of both of these, like a 2-pack would be amazing. But you guys have a great day. This is Thomas Friends 47 signing off. We'll see you again soon. Bye.